What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Ask Alex, where this is a show where I take all of your questions and answer them here on this show. I'm your host, Alex Hampton, and today we got a jam-packed episode. And if you want to get your questions on this particular show, all you have to do is just send me an email at static145910@gmail.com, or you can easily just tweet me at Mr. Alex Hampton, or you can leave a comment under my Instagram under Mr. Alex Hampton. Now that we got that out the way, let's jump into the first question of the day. And the first question comes from a Jake Jones, and he writes, "Hey Alex, is the Disney Plus service going to take out Netflix and Hulu when it comes out? Because the price for Disney Plus is $6.99 and the rest of the streaming services are $10 or more." Well, thank you for your question, Jake. So what Jake is referring to, recently it was announced that Disney Plus is doing their streaming services at $6.99. If you look at the other streaming services that are out, like Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, it's like anywhere on the ballpark from $10 or more. I think Netflix is like $13.99, and I believe Hulu is $10.99. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's somewhere in that particular ballpark of pricing. Now, I will say, my answer is kind of two-part of this. Is that I will say that Disney Plus is doing a really good job at releasing all their Disney folk content, all of their Marvel content, and their new original Star Wars content, plus all the other Star Wars content that's come out over the years. Now, keep in mind, they also have the Fox content now that they have bought Fox. So now there is a lot of things coming to this service that we only have to pay $7 for versus Netflix and what's going on in Hulu. Now, with that being said, do I think that Disney Plus is going to take out Netflix and Hulu? As of right now, no. And the reason why I don't think so is because Netflix and Hulu have already established a rapport with their customers. And they keep putting out original content that's actually pretty good for the most part. So for me, I don't think that Disney Plus will take them out. Now, eventually, if they keep that price point and they keep developing new stuff and new content and all this other stuff for their streaming services, then yeah, I do think at some point, maybe in the next 3-4 years, yes. But I don't think that Netflix or Hulu is going to 100% suffer when this thing comes out. I don't really believe that will be the case. Now, I will say this. On the second part of that particular question, or second part of my answer really, is just that don't think that the Disney Plus streaming services price point won't go up, because it will. Because keep in mind, they're going to keep flooding that streaming services with content after content after content after content. They got so much content coming at the Disney Plus service. It's going to be unbelievable what we see. So at the end of the day, it is a good start for Disney. Do I think they will take them out initially? No. I do think it will happen at some point if they keep doing what they're doing. But I also do believe that they will raise their prices to at least $10 to $12 a month after maybe 3 or 4 years after the release of the Disney Plus service. So thank you for your question, Jake. Now let's jump into the next question, which comes from a Tim Peoples. And he writes, "Hey Alex, do you think Lion King will outperform Endgame in the box office?" Well, thank you for your question, Tim. It's funny. I've answered this before, I believe, on Fandom Talk that Malcolm does on his show, Fandoms Anonymous. But for me, I've said that I think that Lion King will probably be the first film that will hit $3 billion. And the reason why I say that is because Lion King is a generational, timeless classic. And when I say it's timeless, you can take the original Lion King movie. You can put it in, like my daughter, who's now about to be 1, is going to love the movie. My little cousins, who are like 3 or 4 years old, love the movie. And Lion King came out during during the era where I was just a little child, and my parents knew what Lion King was. So it gradually grew and grew and grew. And I live in Orlando. I went to the live showing of Lion King, and the live showing of Lion King, just the actors dancing and portraying the characters was amazing. So Lion King has a super nostalgia feeling to it where it's a timeless film. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm excited for Avengers Endgame. I'm going to go see it in 2 days. I can't wait. But I can't act like that Lion King is such a cult classic that it will outperform Endgame. I think that will be the first movie in history to outperform a blockbuster like Endgame. And it's going to literally, excuse me, I might have a little sick, but it's going to literally outperform Endgame and possibly hit $3 billion. I really think it might hit $3 billion. So thank you for your question, Tim. Let's jump into the next question of the day, which comes from a Tina Gomez. And she writes, "Hey Alex, I'm very excited to see the Detective Pikachu movie. I was wondering, how come you haven't covered it in any of your shows? Thanks for taking my question." Well, thank you for your question, Tina. So, as you guys know, Detective Pikachu is coming out in the next few weeks, maybe a month or so. I personally have not covered it on Ask Alex or Hero TV, so I haven't really dived into the lore of the Detective Pikachu because from what I'm seeing from the trailers, it really just doesn't excite me, if I'm being honest. I will say there's a lot of hype that's gathering around it. And honestly, the reason why I haven't really covered it is because I just don't really agree with the premise. Detective Pikachu was a game, for the most part. And, I feel as though that movie should have went to its traditional aspect where we see a live action version of Ash, Brock, and Misty going on a journey to fight against Pokemon. I think that's what we should have done. I get that they're trying to do something different and attack it from a different nostalgia effort, but personally, Detective Pikachu is not. It hasn't shown me anything that I really am interested in seeing. Now, I might go see the movie, no promises, but that's the main reason why I haven't covered it. But this is a movie show, and I will cover more topics that are more relevant. And I am planning on extending this show after maybe a few more months. So I will cover more topics in regards to this show, more topics in regards to this particular show. And Detective Pikachu, when I do go see it, I'm gonna check all my judgments to the door, go see the movie, and then judge it on its merits completely once I see the film. But to be honest, I'm not really interested in seeing the movie because the marketing for it hasn't been that great for me, at least. So thank you for your question, Tina. Now we're going to jump into the last and final question of the day, which comes from a Henry Martin. And he writes, "Hey Alex, is Avengers Endgame going to end the MCU as we know it?" Well, thank you for your question, Henry. As you guys know, I'm super excited for the movie. Super excited! I get to see the movie in less than 48 hours from now. 48 hours. And I am dreading, I just can't wait to see the movie. But to answer your question, is the movie going to end the MCU as we know it? I think that it's going to come to some form of a conclusion of certain characters, but probably not with, I don't know. I put it to you like this. There are going to be certain characters who die, and there are going to be certain characters who come back. And, Kevin Feige has said that the end of Phase 3 ends with Spider-Man Far From Home, not Endgame. So Endgame is not technically the end. So we will see what's going to happen further on down the line in regards to what's going to happen after the aftermath of Endgame. But I will say this, that, I think that the characters that we know and love, we probably won't see them. We probably won't see Captain America. We probably won't see Iron Man. We probably won't see Hulk. I don't know. But to answer your question based off the merits of your question, Will it end the MCU as we know it? In a way, it will. In a way, it will. It will end certain things that we know and love. But for the most part, it won't. Not at all. So, thank you for your question, Mark Henry. Excuse me, I have a little cold, so I do apologize. But that is my show today, guys. Thank you guys for watching this jam-packed episode of Ask Alex. If you guys want a question on the show, it's simple. Just send me an email, you guys. I'll put a link in the description below. And also, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this show. And you guys have a blessed day. Thank you guys for watching this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube page to get more exclusive content coming from my YouTube channel. And if you want to watch my previous videos, go ahead and click on this video up here or this video down here, where you get to see more exclusive content coming from my channel. Thank you guys for watching this video, and you guys have a blessed day.